Hello dear students, LFHP Kankavli College Kankavli, Assistant Teacher Mahadeshwar MV. Students, we will see today the poem 2.4, Have You Earned Your Tomorrow? First of all, we will discuss the title. If you observe very carefully, the title is interrogative. It is asking the question to the readers that have you earned your tomorrow? This linkage is not only towards the growth or individual growth of the person, but it is related to all the growth or surrounded growth. The surrounded growth, the term means that asking the reader that while doing everything for the self and the self improvement, betterment, and the happiness, is that particular person thinking about the next person's happiness? Is the person helping towards the next person? In short, is thinking in human way about the next person? Such a kind of different queries are being asked through this poem, and hence the interrogative title is given, Have You Earned Your Tomorrow? Now we will see the icebreakers. The very first icebreaker activity is the completion of verb. The very first activity is asking to complete, which is having the heart, different ways to help others. So here you have to mention in what different ways you can help the needy person. So you have to say that you could provide money to the next person if he or she is facing financial problem. Any person is seeking your advice or mental help. Obviously that would be another way to help him or her. So in that manner you could write your answer. The second one is finding the idioms or proverbs which are dealing with the word tomorrow. First one of that they have given, and remnants you have to find. For this you have to search in the dictionary or on the internet, you would get it. The third activity is asking about your future plans, and it is asking you that whenever you are thinking about future plans, you first foremost think about what? So the first answer given by them, that is career, and remnant part you have to say like you are thinking about your mental growth, psychological stability, or financial savings, planning, and gaining. In different manner you could provide your views to complete this activity. And the last one from that, it is plan your tomorrow. If you wanted to plan your tomorrow in these three situations, in what manner you are going to fill up, that is the activity. The given first situation is examination. Suppose your examination is in next few days, then in what manner you have to prepare yourself? The last one they have given revision, but before that you have to write the first foremost steps such as preparation, planning, practicing. Second one, that is the college function. Suppose at your college there is the function, then what is the first thing you have to do? That preparing the list of duties. Second would be the allocation of the duties, and third would be actual implementation of all the duties. Similarly, suppose there is a function at your home, in what manner you are going to plan? So you have to complete all these activities in discussed format. I hope you understand all the activities related icebreaker. Now we have to see the next part. And that is the information of the poet. This is the information about the poet. Edgar Guest, 1881 to 1959. Actually, he was born in England and was brought to the United States when he was 10 years old. He began his writing career in 1895 at the age of 14. Means when he was at teenage, he started the writing of hymn. Edgar Guest is known as people's poet for his simple style and optimistic tone of writing. So as he was narrating everything in simple way, as well as he was providing optimistic or positive view towards the life, he was called as people's poet. Guest is an American writer of newspaper and magazines. This is an inspirational poem. Now third paragraph is totally devoted to the poem. We can say that this poem is very inspirational. It is offering us motivation. In this poem, the speaker is asking the readers whether they have done anything to improve the life of another human being or not. So here you got the strength or the heart of this poem. The poem is surrounding or revolves around the central idea, which is, have you thought about the next person or not? It is up to you whether you will have a better future or not. Therefore, one should consider one's action and deeds carefully and plan accordingly for a better future. So, basically, he wanted to say that to the man who is cursing the fortune, others, or family members, or the society, and saying that I have to curse all these things because I am not getting the success. But in fact, Edgar Guest wanted to say that our own actions and deeds, our behavior, everything is responsible for our brighter or the darker future. So, we have to think before we act. We have to think before we behave. We have to think before we speak. So, everything is like this through this poem he wanted to say. Now, we will see the actual poem. I am expecting that you are having your own textbook in front of you so that you can correlate yourself with the textbook and this line. Each line of this poem. I will read. Pay attention. Have you earned your tomorrow? Is anybody happier because you passed his way? Does anyone remember that you spoke to him today? This day is almost over, and its toiling time is through. Is there anyone to utter now a kindly word of you? Did you give a cheerful greeting to the friend who came along, or a churlish sort of howdy and then vanish in the throng? Were you selfish, pure, and simple as you rush along the way? Or is someone mighty grateful for a deed you did today? Can you say tonight, in parting with the days that sleeping first, that you help a single brother of the many that you passed? Is a single heart rejoicing over what you did or said? Does a man whose hopes were fading now with courage look ahead? Did you waste the day or lose it? Was it well or sorely spent? Did you leave a trail of kindness or a scar of discontent? As you close your eyes in slumber, do you think that God would say, you have earned one more tomorrow by the work you did today? Now we will see the explanation of this poem. There are in total 4 stanzas, and if you observe very carefully, the poem is excessively used interrogative sentences. Basically, why such a structure is used by the poet? Because he wanted to create the fraction at the heart of the reader. He wanted to ask the query directly to the reader's heart to think on his deeds, his talking, and his behavior. In the very first stanza, he's asking that, is anybody happier because you passed his way? He's asking that we are walking uh, through the whole day. We are meeting so many people, walking on the street, surrounded by a great mob. But is there a single person who is becoming happy because of you pass nearby him or her? When you offer them the smile, and because of that they are getting also smiles on their faces and they became happy. So poet is asking that because of your presence does anyone become happy? Does anyone remember that you spoke to him today? And also it is about the words that you spoke towards that person. And do you remember such a person? Because of your sweet words, that person became happy. This day is almost over, and its toiling time is through. Poet is saying that this day is almost over now, completed or finished, and its toiling time is through. Now, in the vocabulary, they mention that toiling time means time spent in hard physical work. That means our day to day routine official work. So, toiling time is over. Yes, obviously, our official hours are over. But is there anyone to utter now a kindly word of you? And can you find out a person who is offering a kindly word to you because you utter a kind word for him? So here in the whole stanza you are getting the queries. The first query is that because of your presence, does anyone get the smile on the faces? Because of your words, they feel they are remembering you. And the third line is mentioning that no doubt official hours are over, but do you offer any kind word to the next person? And because of that, he is also offering the same to you. Now, the second stanza. Did you give a cheerful greeting to the friend who came along? And this is the meeting with our friend. Suppose you meet a person, have you given a cheerful, energetic greeting to your friend? Or a churlish sort of howdy and then vanish in the throng? Or oppositely, without cheerful greeting, you yourself had given him or her the churlish means very rude sort of howdy. Howdy means it's an informal, friendly greeting, and then vanish in the throng. Throng means a mob. So here there are two opposite reactions he mentioned. That poet wanted to ask the reader that whether which thing you offer to your friend, either the cheerful greeting or very rudely informal friendly greeting, and went towards the crowd. Were you selfish, pure, and simple as you rush along the way? Or is someone mighty grateful for a deed you did today? So, again, you are getting two more interrogations in opposite ideas. First one, that is, are you being selfish for the whole day and rushing very fastly instead helping the next person, instead noticing the next person's sadness? Or is there someone mighty grateful for a deed you did today? Means because of your great work that the person or someone, anyone could be that, not only your relative, family member, or the friend, or maybe any kind of stranger person. See here, poet is not fixed the identity of that person. He is asking us generally about any person who could be happy or happier because of us or because of our efforts. So, lastly, he is asking in the second stanza, instead, what you have chosen, either the being selfish and rushing towards the next way, or is there anyone who collected the good words from you and having a mighty grateful feeling? Now, grateful means what? That person is feeling thankful towards you because of your deed or because of your activity for him or her. So this is the second stanza. Now in the third stanza he continues like, can you say tonight in parting with the days that slipping fast, that you help a single brother of the many that you passed. Means poet is directly asking the query to the reader that can you confidently say tonight in such a night that is here day is passing in a very fast manner. Sleeping fast means what? The days are saying goodbye and now night would come and immediately we will lose the today. So, in such a vanishing time, can you say confidently that there would be a single brother to whom you have helped today? So, single brother again, he is mentioning that. So, see here, he didn't say that only one person or fixed person we have to give the attitude of help, but we have you that is universal feeling he wanted to capture. Brotherhood is the main thing that he wanted to say. In the same stanza, he further mentioned, is a single heart rejoicing over what you did or said? Does a man whose hopes were fading now with courage look ahead? So he asked that because of your saying, is there any single heart which is rejoicing? Rejoicing means what? Getting too much joy, fun, happiness because of your any action or your saying. And does a man whose hopes were fading, hopes were fading means what? The person who had completely become depressed. Fading hopes means what? The person's hopes are being died. And if such a person you found, have you offered that person courage? Have you given him boosting? And because of that, the same person who was depressed became fully flourished with the hope. So he is asking again here the same thought. Lastly, the poet is asking in last stanza, did you waste the day or lose it? Was it well or sorely spent? Two opposite ideas he all the time mentioning. He mentioned that whether have you wasted the day or have you lost it as it is or spending that in a fun or passing time only. Was it well, very good, means you spend that day for the next person, or sorely spent. Sorely means what? A pain of heart, whether it is sad day. In simple term he wanted to say that have you suffered from any pain? Did you leave a trail of kindness or a scar of discontent? He is asking. Trail means what? A kind of prints at the back of you. Means suppose we will walk on the sea sand, you would say that you would find out if you will turn back, you would find footprints of you, and by because of these footprints a kind of trail is becoming. Actually trail means way, but here the meaning is not. Leaving a trail means what? Whenever you are going forward, at the backward we are having the trail of us. Means what? Suppose a good person is there, then one day suppose you will help any person who is needy, then immediately suppose after helping that person you are leaving that place, we won't be there obviously, but our place would be there for permanently in his heart. So that is the trail created by us at the back of us. And hence student, there are so many people, the grateful people, many social workers, many politicians, many good hearted people. Why we are missing them today? Why we are still having offering them the position of our heart only because of their good deeds? So, in short, we could say that they are leaving a great trail behind their back. Did you leave a trail of kindness or a scar of discontent? In next person's life, what you have given, what you remain over there, a trail of kindness, a sign of kindness, or just only a great scar? Scar means wound or mark of discontent. Content means happiness, discontent means unhappiness. So, what is your gift to the next person? Whether have you given that person the gift of kindness or just only offering him wound or mark of discontentment? As you close your eyes in slumber, do you think that God would say, you have earned one more tomorrow by the work you did today? Now, see here, poet is asking that today at night time, when you will close your eyes and go towards slumber, slumber means sleep. When you will sleep at the moment, really do you think that God would come towards you and asking that, yes, you earn one more tomorrow because of your good work. So, what is our choice? In short, Edgar Guest wanted to mention the choices of us. He wanted to say that select your choice. This is good path, and opposite to that there is sour path. The good path is no doubt toiling, full of time engaged, or our deeds should be there, our patience should be there. But definitely, it would give us the way to earn tomorrow the better time from the God. But there is opposite to that, negligence, showing negligence to the other people, being offering scars to them, discontent to them, or churlish replies to them, or negligence to them, or even not paying attention towards their problem and going to the next level of us and improving only our life. Yet, yes, choice would be ours, but there is no possibility that we could earn our time by the God. So, this is the meaning of this whole poem. Again, I will take the recap as it is intertwining. I hope it is needed. See the first stanza, which are the queries here are asked. In the very first stanza, Edgar Guest is asking that whenever you are passing nearby the person, have you offered the happiness because of your joyful treatment? In the second line of the first stanza, he mentioned that do you remember the kindly word of yours? Because of that, anybody can remember you. The third one, he mentioned that no doubt the official toiling time is over, but can you say confirmly that because of your kind work, anybody is feeling happy and contented at his heart? In the second stanza, he has given opposite ideas or situations. He mentioned that what is your offering today to your friend? Whether the cheerful greeting or the churlish means rude howdy treatment and you vanish in the throng or in the gathering of the people, or whether today you pretend very selfishly and running away towards your own way, or have you offered very good support to the person and because of that he is feeling grateful towards you. In the third stanza he is asking that whenever this day is running very fast, the time is sleeping very fast, and at such a time at the tonight of you tonight, what kind of thing is there at your heart? Can you say confirmly that yes, today, because of you, there is a single brother to whom you help? Now, see, single brother. Already, I mentioned this. Single brother does not mean any fixed person all the time. That single person could be different, and each time it could be many even. Also, he asked him that means reader that because of you, is there any single heart getting the rejoicing state, a happy state, or have you offered the courage to the person who had completely lost his hope and being depressed? In the last stanza, he is asking that in what manner you spent your day, just only wasted, or lost, or being well, or having the pain at the heart. And he also asked that what is your offering to the people? Whether have you created trail behind you of the kindness, or have you given them just only the scars, the marks, the wounds of the discontentment? And he also again mentioned the possibility that if you are very kind enough, then definitely whenever you are going to sleep, the slumberland, the God will come towards you and asking you that, yes, you deserve the next new tomorrow which is brighter than today. So I hope that you understood the meaning of this poem. Now let me talk about the poetic devices. In that, rhyming scheme is also being mentioned. If you will observe very carefully, this poem is having a rhyming scheme. Way today through you, along throng, way today, fast, past, said, ahead, spent, discontent, God say, and today. Excessively, he has given rhyming scheme, and which sound is repeated over a sound today. Then after that, you are getting way today. So that repetition is there, and by that we could say a variety of rhyming scheme you could find. Next one, interrogation. Plenty of interrogative statements are there, and hence you would say this poetry is based on interrogation. Plus 2, alliteration. Excessively you would get the presence of alliteration. So I hope you understand this poem very well, including its poetic devices. So bye for now. I will come with the next video of the last poem of our syllabus in Inchcape Rock. So bye for now. Stay home, stay safe.